I go on social media and I see 5 different people promoting one product that'll change their lives forever. And then as I'm scrolling on, I see another 5 to 7 influencers that say that product that I just saw that changed those people's lives is total shit. How many times have you seen someone on TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is say, you need this product. This is going to be the thing that you need to change your life. And 5 minutes later, you're at checkout and it's like a hostage situation. Like you didn't even know that you were buying it. You kind of black out and you're like, oh, wait, what just happened? The influence is there. And be honest, I mean, it happens to me all the time. I literally just bought 2 palettes that I didn't even realize that I had bought because I was influenced by the little video and reel that I was watching. It's okay. We've all been there. So today we're going to be talking about the big question, why do we believe what influencers sell us? Because deep down, we all know they're getting paid for these things. These reels, videos, and TikToks are all being produced, but somehow we still trust them more than big brands or than experts even, people in science, doctors, real artists, or sometimes even our own logic. Why is that? Let's get loose. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Loose Lip Podcast. My name is Kelsey Ray, and I will be the MUA whose brain we will be picking today. And once upon a time, back in the early days of YouTube, around 2010, influencers weren't even called influencers. They were just filming on their webcams, sitting cross-legged on their bedroom floors and showing their hauls from different stores that they bought them from. The lighting was tragic and the blending wasn't fantastic, but the honesty, it was beautiful. Chef's kiss. These creators built trust by being relatable. They weren't celebrities. They were one of us. They were real people. And they weren't selling us anything. They were just sharing the things that they found. They were sharing the way that they did their makeup to maybe help influence somebody else. That authenticity built something marketing executives could never buy, which was connection. But then the brands did catch on, and they realized that people weren't watching commercials anymore. Everything was streaming. You could skip a commercial. Nobody was buying into that production anymore. They wanted to watch real people doing real things. And boom, sponsorships, affiliation links, PR boxes, this new marketing era began. As someone who's worked in the beauty industry for eons now, I can tell you influencer deals are strategic science. It's not out of the goodness out of their hearts. They are trying to make a bag, and that's fine. I get that. Everybody needs to make money, but the brand will map out who is targeted based on the audience psychology. We need someone who feels trustworthy but aspirational, they'll say. We want the best friend energy for relatability. We need a luxury face for prestige validation. There's groups within these brands for marketing that's all that they do, is look at strategy on how to influence you through influencers. Then they create talking points that sound spontaneous, but are word for word pre-approved. Say it's lightweight and glowy and made your skin feel amazing. Don't say it changed your skin. That's a legal claim, so we don't want anybody to get kicked back on that. It's authenticity in a PowerPoint presentation, and we all fall for it because it feels unscripted. It feels like it's real. So why do we still believe it? Even when we know it's marketing, why do we do it? It comes down to psychology. I studied psychology in college I went to college for 10 years. I've been doing this for 17, but I did go to college at the same time. And it was my favorite subject that I studied was psychology. Our brains love shortcuts. Instead of doing research, we trust social proof. And that's when we assume something's good because other people like it. It's the same reason you check Yelp before picking a restaurant and buying something with a ton of 5-star reviews. That's what we look for, is other people's approval. Then we'll like it. Now add parasocial relationships, that fake friend bond that we feel with influencers. I know there's people that I love to watch, and I almost feel like I am friends with them because I relate to them, because they've gone through the same things that I have, because They do the same career that I do. They talk directly to us and they share their breakups and their insecurities and their routine. They say, you guys, I would never lie to you. You and I are friends. We're besties. And then we believe it because it feels like loyalty. It feels like a real friend saying that. It's not that we're gullible. It's literally a human thing that everybody does. It's nothing new. We want to trust people who seem real. But the thing is that realness sells. That's where it gets messy. Being relatable and feeling like it's real is what makes the company's money. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, a major influencer did a no makeup routine. She said that she was barefaced, except it came out later that she had microbladed her brows, she had lash extensions, fillers, a chemical peel, and smoothing filters on her camera. And this was a little bit before we could figure out and we could clock filters really well. All of that shit was done beforehand. She was like, no, I'm not wearing anything. No, it's just my natural look. Technically, yes, she wasn't wearing any makeup, but she had $5,000 worth of prep done beforehand to look that perfect. And people were pissed because it wasn't the products that she was trying to sell that made the illusion. The idea that you could look like that by buying a tinted moisturizer. It's selling someone a dream that they can't wake up from. And honestly, brands love this shit. They love that illusion. The whole point is to keep you chasing that effortless ideal that doesn't actually exist. Because if you ever felt done, then you'd probably stop buying. They don't want that. Now let's talk about the dark side. Influencer fatigue, overconsumption, that weird guilt that we feel when we don't have the latest viral thing. Like, I just bought a palette that I happened to see on TikTok, and I was like, do I need it? I literally have 50 palettes that I've never even touched. But there was one color in it that I wanted. The person who created it and did a collaboration with this big brand, she's so beautiful. She's so talented. She's so great at what she does. I need this palette. I felt almost a drug craving to have this palette. So then I bought it. And I got it a few days later, which was fantastic. I've never bought anything off TikTok. And I was like, holy shit, I got this in 2 days. But I saw that there was a second palette that went with it. And I went on the hunt to go find it. And it was sold out. I felt distraught. I felt a little bit of me broken because I couldn't have this other palette that went with the palette I just bought. Social media has made everything about comparison. You can't just love your moisturizer. You have to know how it ranks against 20 others. I don't need that other palette. I don't even need the palette I bought. I mean, I'm happy with it, but I don't need that other palette. But I don't feel complete without it now because I know that there's a second one that goes with this one I have. I've seen brides come in for makeup trials bringing influencer screenshots, and they don't realize that they're comparing themselves to a digital illusion. It's not their fault. That's what they Googled, and that's what Google came up with. But it's hard to clock anything now. We don't know what's real and what's not. And when you have a influencer who feels like a friend, who feels like somebody that you know, and they're selling you a lie, you then start to think, well, what the fuck is real anymore? Is there anything that's real? Here's the twist though. Not all influencers are problems. Some are actually using their platform for good. Personally, I will watch James and Robert Welsh on YouTube, and I love them because one is a skincare expert, one is a makeup artist, and they're the cutest twins ever, I swear. And they use their platform to teach people, really educate, to get out there, and they'll tell you if they're sponsored. There's also a thing in Europe that you have to disclose that you're being sponsored by something or that you're promoting a product that you've been sponsored by. I'm not quite sure in the US if it's the same kind of situation, but I know we definitely have pushed it quite a bit over the last few years. And the thing I love about the Welsh twins is that they are not only entertaining, but they tell the truth. And when something isn't good, they're going to tell you. There's a lot of other influencers and creators out there that are doing the same thing. And they are creators calling out brand hypocrisies and showing real skin textures and being honest about paid partnerships. The best ones treat their followers like a community and not a customer base. They look at people as humans and not paychecks. They're transparent, they educate, they show the unedited truth, and that's real influence. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what all of this started with in the beginning. It's not about selling a product to you, it's about earning trust. Because honestly, if you can't tell me when your makeup didn't work, why should I believe you when it did? When I do makeup for a client, I will tell them, yeah, this could last through sleeping. Yeah, this can last through any weather that Washington throws at you. But I can back those claims up because I'll show them reviews that I have. I'll show them proof of befores and afters. I'll show them what's real. If it's not possible, I'm not going to bullshit them and tell them that it is, because then I lose that trust from that client. So next time you see that life-changing cream or that must-have lip tint, stop and ask yourself a few questions beforehand, okay? Don't become like me with this palette situation. Who's benefiting from this sale? Who's really getting the most out of this? Is it you, the person who's getting the product, or is it them, the person receiving the money for selling you the product? Do I actually want this, or do I just feel like I belong if I have it? The truth is, influence works because it sells belonging and validation and hope. We buy the fantasy that this one thing will make us prettier, calmer, or more confident, but that magic is completely an inside job. You don't have to have all of this outside shit to make yourself happy and confident. I'd say therapy probably would be the better choice, but you don't need a 10-step skincare routine to be worthy. You don't need the viral blush to feel beautiful. You don't need things. You just need to know that your worth, it isn't up for sale. So let's make a little pact, me and you listeners. From now on, before we hit add to cart, we're gonna pause, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna ask, is this product really going to fix my problem, or am I just being influenced? Because I promise, the glow up you're looking for starts with honesty. This has been a fantastic episode to go over. I really appreciate you guys being with me. I had to take a bit of a break just to get my life back in order. I had so much happen since September, and I was really loving what I was doing with the podcast. And then shit just happened. Life happened more than I even expected it could. And on top of work and that, I just didn't have the energy or the time or the wanting, honestly, to do it. But now that I've stepped back and I put myself back together, I really found more of a passion again, and I'm so excited for what's to come. There's so many new things. There's so many different plans, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. Thank you again for being with me on this episode. Make sure you subscribe. Check out all the videos that I had from the past season on YouTube, as well as listen on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and on renderingbeauty.com/podcast. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.